Now you guys got your handful. This stuff is not necessarily in anything per order, but I'm just gonna start listing these things down, right? We gotta clean up. Look, see that chunks of pavement all over here. I don't know if we talk to Rocky, see if we can get a blower. Um, pick that up and then blow this up, and give it a hard sweep. Um, Come over here. We don't want to touch the azaleas. Don't want to touch those. This thing here can get big and bushy real quick. I would recommend us trimming this before we do the mulch, because we're gonna do the mulch and then you trim it, and then all the clippings are just gonna fall down on that. So keep that in mind. This door, it needs a quick little coat of white. So get some stuff in there. All these awnings need to be dropped and scrubbed. Dropped, scrubbed, along with the, right, we do the awnings first, Paul, and then after everything's all set on that front, then we'll do the glass. The glass is pretty rough. Um, all along here, you did pretty darn good on this thing. But we're gonna need some clips, I'm thinking. At some point, get some clips and get this thing up against that foundation wall. Make it look a lot cleaner than with those brickwork. That's a pretty nice pitch on it right there. Just a couple, they got those half moon clips, little 2-inch half moon clips. Get that cleaned out. We'll come down around here. You're gonna have to pull all the screens and rinse them out, when you're doing the windows. So, okay, here's those screens you did. We need to pull out the snowblower pull everything out of here. We got to get this table set up out there. We got to clean this table, right? I know it's got to use the wash, and then after it's got to be oiled with the teak oil. So it's got teak cleaner, first step. Second step is with the teak oil. Then we, if we get that all cleaned out, then we can stick the bikes over in that corner. That piece of furniture over there, we'll take that back to Massachusetts. I'm sure we can figure out a spot to put that. Any of the grass stuff, or let me see that thing hanging out back there. But get this bike, bring that bike, and bring it around the back of this garage. But that everything will have to be moved out. Everything will have to be swept in here. We'll repair that box. We're gonna take all the barrels and we're gonna leave them along here this season. I'm just gonna leave them outside, like right here, so people don't make more room in there, and it's easy for people to get in and out of there and deal with that. So, okay. This is a sin. It breaks my heart every time I see it. But I don't know if there's a way. Paul, if you think you want to disassemble this, bring this back to Massachusetts, even just the post, and then you hide the bases out back. See if you want to try to repair this thing. Because when I look at it, it's like you can repair it. The question is just, it's one of those things, if you can't repair it in a half a day, I get it. But anything beyond that, right? The old hee-ho. But, yeah, we'll have the pressure washer out. So we'll do the build. So just touch everything up over here. We'll clean up this rug. Just a nice light touch on the furniture. We don't go blowing holes in it or anything like that. All these arms have to be cleaned with the tea cleaner and oiled. Tea cleaner oil, tea cleaner oiled. Get that over here. Right, the double bike will go over here. I know we gotta hang. There's a TV in there that has to be hung in there. Doesn't take precedence per se, but it needs to get done. Probably should break out all these leaves along this backside, and the backside down that way. We got a lot of room down over all this granite. Let's get that out of here. Bring it back. Throw it in the dumpster. Look at that rusty thing dumpster. Yeah. let's just clean up whatever's over here and just toss it. So we'll come over here now. Arborvitaes look nice. This is some of the stuff here for we have on the arborvitaes. I pulled that. Let's try pulling some of this stuff out of here. Let's sweep in here, make it look nice and organized. If a guest comes, we're just gonna straighten this up. This goes in the table after it's done. Look, boogie boards look good, surfboards look good. Let's get everything out of here. Just get things swept and organized in here, so people don't have any problems with that. This okay. This tree, it's leaning. Let's pull it. Let's dig it up, let's pull it, and let's bring that back to Massachusetts. I got a place that we can put that for the value that it adds. This one looks beautiful. This one right here looks beautiful. I love that one. But look at this one. See, it's leaning. It's not right. It needs to be turned. So I think, and it's going to slowly keep getting eaten up by the other stuff over here. So let's pull it, turn it, and see if we can get some life in that thing. Ooh. It's on the list here. We should stain this at some point. I don't know. I do like the. Let's just keep that in the bank. That thing's deep. Come over here, right? We're gonna get all the leaves in here. We're gonna get the walls scrubbed in here. The seat. The tops of here. Then we get soap scum and stuff like that. This door is trash. Remove this door. We're gonna have to find another solution for some type of panel in here. See if we got any type of flat panel door. We just put a hinge on.